Greetings, my friends. This is Maerlande, and today, well, I think a pretty good episode. One big fight, we'll look at that, and it's turn 22, and the situation is still, well, it's developing. Lots of action up away from me. So let's zoom in, and we'll start with the messages. So I did a small trade with Vaetti, research enchantment. So let's see what the research plan is. Okay, so we're starting to fill in important critical things. We got another king. Now that's just a mound king, right? Yeah, just to help lead long dead. Searching, nothing. Battles. So Pan attacked PD, nothing to see there. I had a very interesting battle and did exceptionally well. We will look at that a little later, but that's my big battle. What about the others? A little raiding by Vaetti, successful killing some province defense with wolf riders. Okay, and same thing, Vaetti doing some more of that. So that was Mag, Watrona. Okay, counterattack by Pan. Again, some PD and miscellaneous. Bandit Hills. Okay, we looked at that one. Giant Spire. Andra cleared out some independence. Where's this one? Ah, okay, up there. And let's see. Summer Edge. Okay, small forces by Vaetti taking out PD. Bright Gate. Small force. Oh, look at that. That's a very tiny army. And Pan with a big army. Beating up. Okay, so they're beating up province defense. And that is over here. Okay, that's a significant army. So Pan's working to get a fort back. All right, makes sense. Pan's other armies. So this one here, that's... Okay, they killed some PD. Is that what it was? Yes. And Pan's got this army here. We saw... Okay, another one. Did I not see all the events? Well, whatever. Okay, events for me. A little bit of plague. Okay. What's this one? Barbarian horde pillaged. Amulet of clarity gained. Okay, nothing I particularly need at the moment. Hey, that's a nice one. A nice chunk of gold. Worldwide event. It's extra cold. And what do we got here? Barbarians attacked and we held them off. Nope. Yes, we did. We held them off. Beautifully. Looks like, I think what happened is the Zots sniped the commanders. Let's watch this. So the long deads. Yeah, look at that. The Zots sniped the commanders. Or at least one of them. And the other commander should be this guy up here. And he gets killed by something. Oh, I see. They broke. They broke. That's it. That's all it takes. Yeah. That's the fun with barbs. Okay, that went well. And I lost a scout. Okay, and Citadel is complete. So, kind of look at... first thing I'm going to talk about is... Last episode, there was some discussion that I am losing. Because I'm not doing any wars. And that Pan is winning, because Pan is bigger. So, I went and counted. Here's the numbers. Andra has 29 provinces. I have 28. Pan has 25. Vaetti has 25, and Agartha has 4. I would say you cannot make any conclusion on a winner based on provinces in this game. Now, a few provinces I cannot see. So I still cannot see these few underground. And that one throne. Right? So it is possible that there's an additional 3 provinces that somebody has, which would change those numbers by 10%. I don't think a difference of 2 provinces is winning the game. I definitely don't think so. And I still have independence to take, if I can get some way into the water. Okay, speaking of going in the water, here goes my wild-ass attempt to assassinate in the water with the Shambler skin. So we'll see how that goes. And then other things, but most importantly, here's the big action. Here's the big action. I smashed the crap out of this giant army of some good stuff, mostly crap. So let's just watch this. I think this one, let's put on our grid, put on our colored squares. So, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to restart this and do this carefully with some level of detail. So right off the bat, formation wise, we have crossbows way in the back. There are no poison slingers. There's a second squad of crossbows. We've got one big double line of desert rangers and heavy infantries. And over here we got a flanking of Sons of Alligator. And then up front, just a sparse line of long deads and some more long deads. So, and then the super flankers over here, tomb chariots. Well, let's let this run through. We'll speed up till contact. Okay, deer. Well, the deer do not do well against the long dead. The heavy cav gets stuck in the middle of the boars, and I am already flanking. So long dead have flanked, and here comes the chariots. Here comes the chariots. Are they going to make it all the way to the back? The chariots make it to the back. And smack dab in the middle, the knights are bashing on long dead. And my heavy troops are barely even in the game. Yeah, look at those chariots. They're getting all the way to the commanders. The only thing in their way are deer running away. Oh, and they're throwing up some insects. Okay, well, the running away deer do slow down the chariots. But they also... and this priest is trying to banish chariots, but chariots have good MR. That one almost died. Maybe it does die. And there we go. Priest is gone. Commanders are gone. Druids. Bye-bye druids. Toast for druids. What's this? Beanshi? Archdruid. Bye-bye Archdruid. And are they all dead? That is that. Should be everything running away. Yep. So there's no magic command. So all the vine men just melt. And I suspect these guys are broken, but they can't run away. And that's that. And the tomb chariots go and clean up. And the alligators. So if folks are interested, I could do a more in-depth on this battle. However, it wasn't very challenging. Not really complex scripting in that just some flanking. And the flanking went exceptionally well. So I think not a lot else to say. Obviously, this throne is Throne of Gaia. This is a good throne. Growth is good for me. So I will claim it, and I am claiming it. And I am building a fort and a lab. And did I have enough money for a temple? Looks like I had to wait on the temple. Yeah, I don't see anybody building temple here. No, so we'll just preach until more cash. So I need 6 turns, so I will be leaving a major garrison here. But I don't expect anybody's going to contest it. Andra got their throne up here. And this one's still wide open. This is much tougher. Now, in the underground, I am basically pretty much maxed out here. We're going to try again on the Trogs. I did have an agreement to take this province, but if you look, there's nowhere to go. This was Pangaia's. So I was going to take that and go at Pangaea, but there's no point because at this rate, Pangea is on the back foot, I think, from what I can see. Yes, Pangea has some good armies, but it's a 3 versus 1, and he's going to have to pull back because he cannot hold. He's stretched out very far here, overextended in my opinion. And then Andra came back, plus Agartha has had some comeback. So we will kind of pause there, and I just had a technical glitch. So definitely this is a pause while I sort out. My side monitor is glitching out on me. So let me pause, and I will return with the next number 23. Okay, back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm having trouble. The second monitor port on my graphics card is getting damaged. I think it's crapping out. So my second monitor flicks on and off, and it's definitely a connection issue. Don't know if it's cables or whatever, but that's kind of a pain. I don't really want to buy a new graphics card. A cable, no big deal, but my old potato is starting to act up. Been having some heatsink problems and some fan problems and overheats and now connection problems. So, but oh yes, the next topic. This is turn 23, I believe. It is. Next topic is I meant to talk about my bandana. So I was at college today, registering for my first class, some Canadian history. And they have a lab, makerspace they call it. And in there, I think, here, I built this. Oh, there it is. In the 3D printer lab, I built my Pretender. Isn't that fun? Now that's a pre-made, shared 3D model. And the quality is pretty good. You can see some streaks. You probably can't, but I can see and feel the layers of the 3D modeler. But quality is pretty good. There's a few limitations. Anyways, this was just for fun, and it's free for students to make a little bit of this. I get 200 grams of this stuff a month to make. This is 63 grams, so it's not a lot. After that, you gotta find a commercial source if you want to do more. And then the other thing I made in the lab today is I made this bandana out of a scrap of some tartan. I cannot find out which tartan it is. I think it's not a registered tartan. I looked for all the blue and yellow tartans from the government of Scotland, and this one didn't show. So, but anyways, I just wanted to have a new tartan, and this piece of scrap fabric was sitting there in the bin, free to use because it's leftovers, and you know, you need a roughly about 1 meter by 1 meter to make two bandanas because they're triangles, and there was plenty. So I made a bandana. I used to sew a lot, mainly for my armor and costumes for medieval stuff. And it took me a bit to get back in the groove, but here you go. So there you go. And they also have a cool thing. What's it called? Anyways, they have a CNC computer-controlled paper cutter that can cut iron-on transfers. And so I'm gonna try to find something to put here. I'm not sure what yet, but I think that would be fun. All right, turn 23. So here's the big action. We are gonna make a go. This is a big army. So 372 units. However, it's going up against a big army, and there's some good units in that army. We've talked over that. The lions, the dustwalkers, the fire snakes. But I think, now, none of this is costing me anything super difficult. No, I don't really want to lose the tomb guards. but everything else is really quite replaceable. And you'll notice I've kind of got some different squads because I can't mix the chariot squads with the knight squads, but I have got them all there set up. So I went for double lines so that the flankers could get through, and then, but I'm not concerned about the long deads. These guys, I'm having them hold, so the crossbows, notice the poisoners. I really am trying to keep the poisoners from getting too far up front. They should infiltrate through the line of crossbows. The crossbows should be in range right off the bat, and that way. Now the other option might have been I could have set up like this, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not running any simulation tests for this game. Basically, when I joined the game, these were all people I'd never known. As far as I knew, they were all new players. The Pan player says that he's very skilled. I didn't know who he is, so my assumption was it was me versus 4 new players. So I have not wanted to do a lot of testing. And besides, I have testing projects underway for interesting questions people want to know about, and they have nothing to do with this game. Okay, I'm going to pause briefly. That monitor is glitching. Okay, I got that fixed. So I'm thinking that the more interesting thing to discuss today is my efforts to sort of analyze the game state and decide what to do, rather than the details of recruitment and stuff like that. You've seen all that. This new fort's going up. We've talked about the plans for the underground. Steel ovens we've talked about. So the lab's up. Now I got to get some magi here. So I'm bringing, the first of the Zots. Now I don't know that there's anything really worthwhile building. Let's take a look. So my construction is still fairly useless. So this is a future thing, but I need it locked down. So here there we are. I'm actually taking this poisoner and collecting long deads. And the Zots will run around collecting long deads. Here's a battle. So the line itself did fine on the troglodytes. Now, am I actually trying? Yeah, I'm going to try to take this with the lion by itself. Now, I'm going to wait until I turn on the next turn to see the results. We did go over that the lion does struggle a little bit against the cavemen because they hit hard, and this is not a defense build, and it's not a high protection build. It's an okay protection build. It's a regenerating build with lots of hit points. So it's going to get whacked, and we'll see how it holds up. Okay, I'm just going over interesting things. So this is set up. We've looked over the formation. But anyways, the empoisoners were where they were before. So they were actually back here. Notice I've sandwiched basically my mage corps in between the 2 sets arranged. And that way they'll be in range to do something. Now let's take a quick look at... So Divine Blessing, Royal Protection, Royal Power. I only have 1 Tomb King in this battle, right? Yes. And I am bringing along quite a lot of extra mage firepower. It's everything I had. This, now in hindsight, well, we'll talk about that next turn. This was not a good script for the Empoisoner for this. There's no point in it going all huge fatigue for a handful of little skeletons. And then as far as the larger magi, because there's a research target almost done, I just left them to cast whatever they want. They may or may not have a lot of influence. Okay, I think that's all I really want to say about 23. Yeah, that's all I want to say about 23. Oh, and we are going to try the assassination. Okay, so quit without saving. Let's look at 24. Let's see where the action is. Oh, and the one thing we do want to go over is what is the situation? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We can see that didn't work. Okay, what's the situation up here? So general overview. Andra is putting the screws to Pangaea. Pangaea is trying to siege Agartha again and has taken back some territory. Andra steadily putting the squeeze on, so let's have a look at the fights. I did assassinate. Now this is if I remember. Oh, look at this. I'm in an underground tavern. Underwater tavern. This is whack. Okay, one skeleton. And come on, let's go a little fast. Another skeleton. And almost fatigued out. Okay, skeletal body. Because I figured that I wouldn't be able to shoot in here. Yeah, so he's not shooting. Now let's hope he attacks. Or it'll be over before it happens. Okay, we're done. So, the skeletons worked. I think it's funny that it's in an underwater tavern. That's pretty funny. Searching, no. Oh, Pangaea got a new prophet. Plapless wheat sauce, no dilk. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Vaetti, a successful raid. He's brought in some bigger troops. Probably not enough yet, but Vaetti took out independence. Oh, he took out this throne. Good job. So he's got a throne, Andromatia's got a throne, and I have a throne. So 2 thrones are uncontrolled by anybody. All right, that was Vaetti. That went very well for him. Let's watch that. I think that will be interesting. We won't do a deep analysis. Okay, colored squares. And okay, there goes the heffalumps. Do they get in the back line? Oh, this one's crippled up pretty bad. No, maybe not. Why is it just sitting there? Active cloud. Frost cloud. Oh, it's frozen? And it's starving. Oh my. Well, this is pretty straightforward. Oh, here's the shipbreakers. Mercenaries. Yep. Oh my. Oh, one elephant lost its riders. So it's running away. And the elephant's broke. The elephant's broke. But luckily, there's not a lot for them to... Well, they're trampling some stuff on their way out. That's the bugger with elephants. Not the best morale. So they probably cost... Oh, falling fires. Oh, well, well. Highly effective against a cold nation. But it's over. It is over. The high magics is running. This guy's fatigued out. It is over. Yep. Bye-bye. Okay, well done. Well done, Betty. Small counterattack by Pangaea. So this is golden. No, that's my golden lion. What happened here? I think I lost. Did I lose? Okay, regen. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah. Look at that. He's taking a beating. Oh, wow. Half hit points already. Of course, the other thing that doesn't help is stats are down. Harassment, so defense is knocked at nothing. And I think what we're going to see is the lion break, right? Whoa. I just about lost a pretender. Oh, they break. Nice. Nice. Interesting. Okay. What? What the heck? Oh, what is this? Oh, some more showed up? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now that is just some bad luck. So he's still beat up. No, he's back, but so how come these guys do so much better? Isn't that weird? Got the fire shield up. I guess they just whacked too fast, too hard. 91. Wow. Wow. 42. Look at that. Talk about... That is just totally unfair. That is totally unfair. Oh, I hope I didn't yell too much. Make a sound glitch. Oh man, that is so hilarious. I died to extra cavemen showing up. Good grief. Okay, so the lab's up. Zots are terrible researchers, but I can't do anything else. Got another Zots here. He's Kamazots. He's coming along. We're collecting all the long deads. And you can see Call God. Lots and lots of Call God. So, just for the sake of anybody who really wants to know, when I go to do this Call God, I actually count it. How many do I have doing it? And because it's Satis with lots of Holy Threes, it was worth it to call the God back very, very quick versus a few Tomb Kings. Or Tomb Chariots, sorry. All right, so what happened here? Yikes. Yikes. All right, formation looks fine. Poison slingers are coming up. Hopefully they get in range. Okay, so we got a hard hit with the lions and the knights. They're gonna crunch the long dead. Yeah. Now, I had thought that the fire snake's heat would help damage lions and shadows. That was one of my theories. But it does not seem to be amounting to a hill of beans. Okay, looks like my knights are coming in. And they're not doing well. And look at that. There's the Sphinx. Okay, so the Sphinx did not cast any spells at all. And the fire snakes are making a mess. And the lions are making a mess. And I've got knights that are paralyzed. Heat cloud. Paralyzed. So my knights are toast. The 3 chariots, looks like there's only 2 left. They're stuck. Some of the lions are getting poisoned, but nowhere near enough. The poison slingers, they are backing off. Why are they throwing poison at... Why are they shooting at the fire snakes? Fire snakes are poison resistant. Well, that's exasperating. They're hitting, but... And crossbows are hitting. So, they're going to start smashing the crossbows. Which means I'm losing. And I just can't damage the Sphinx enough. Not fast enough. No. And the lions... No, even with poison. So, looks like the fire snakes are running. Do they run fast enough to get off? I'm going to speed it up. Because there's not a lot. No, the lions, the shadows, they're chasing me away. Some of my dudes are stuck. Crossbows are going to break. The Dustwalkers are trashing my crossbows. And the crossbows break and everybody breaks. So let's just hope all the Magi get away. Okay, so the Sphinx, not even close. And the fire snakes, do they end up off the map? A few ran away. Yes? How many ran away? Now, hold on a sec. Okay, so according to this, they lost 30 fire snakes, so there's still some left. They lost 13 dustwalkers. Crossbows weren't even touched. The lions, meh. So, I mean, yes, I had some serious losses, but they are replaceable, and these are not. So, all things considered, I will take this as long as Vettiheim doesn't make an attempt on it. We looked at that. So I believe, and Fort's going up, and Andra is not showing. Well, we have an agreement on the border, and it was the initial agreements with first one to grab a throne gets it. So I think I am happy with everything going on for turn 24. Yeah. Well, if you have questions, feel free to ask, and I will supplement. Okay. Well, you guys all have a great day. And I will have a nice evening. It's coming up to supper time. And I'm not sure what I'm going to have. I might have soup. Yeah, I might have soup and sandwich. All right, my friends. Take care.